Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high, we're living life. Let's fly, off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Off tap life.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more The Warning. If it's your first time, please consider subscribing, joining the family. Absolutely love to have you. All right, so guys, it's that silly season and I hope you guys are, enjoying yourselves, having a good time and all that, but stay safe. There's a lot of crazy people out here. And I want to say that because, I thought you deserved the warning. Anyways, guys, you've got more of The Warning happening. This one right here is Paulina. Now, we just did the Lady Gaga cover that the whole group was practicing. Well, this is Paulina just doing the drums by herself. So this should be extra fire, extra crispy, extra dope. So without further ado, for me and all of you, let's get off tap.
It doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M. Just put your paws up, 'cause you were born this way, baby. My mama told me when I was young, we're all superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on, in a glass of cover dry. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause you made you perfectly. So hold my head, girl, and you'll go far. This is a million the same. I'm beautiful.
It's so cool, man, to see the progression. Like, already, this is... How old is she in this one here? What do you guys think? About 11, maybe? Or something like that? I'm not sure. Somewhere probably around there. The progression from when we first watched her play the drums to where she's at now is just incredible, man. And, she's, already smashing better than, freaking tons of people who are 3, 4, 5 times her age, man. It is just so cool to really see the progression, and that's what it's about, man. If you put the hard work in, you put the effort in, the progression will follow. That is what it's about. Hard work equals, great reward. You can see that. And if you don't have that commitment, that passion, if you don't have that dedication, if you don't have that, it's just not going to work for you like that. You're not going to grow. You're not going to get better. You're just going to stay freaking dormant. You're going to stay just stuck in some freaking mediocre world of crap. You know what I mean? So I love seeing this. All right, let's let her continue working. Here we go.
How much
You know, crazy thing is, when I was watching the version I did, the last one of this with all of them together practicing, I was actually really thinking that Paulina, like, that she was really standing out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I felt like in that particular performance, like, she just, her progression, her level of just growth, her just being completely in the moment and really owning it, really shined bright. Like, I felt like she was there. And that's not saying everyone else wasn't, because they all were awesome, they all were phenomenal, but I just felt like she just freaking was just really just in the zone, man. Like, she just was really in the zone, and it was so awesome. I mean, they all were awesome, they all were in the zone, you know, but I'm just saying, she was just killing those drums, man. I just thought, man, she was freaking. So to see them do it, they decided to do an actual video where it's just her and the drums, that says a lot, because I think everyone's like, yo, why, you should do one by yourself, you're just killing those drums, let's just focus on that for a second, a video, that'd be dope. So that's what I think anyways. But all right, let's let her finish cooking.
Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Whether you're broke or evergreen, your black, white face, your descent, your Lebanese, your Orient. Whether life is facilities, that you have for leader teams, rejoice and love yourself today. 'Cause baby, you were born this way.
For you guys who don't know, if you've never played the drums or attempted to play the drums, the hand-eye coordination that you need to be able to achieve this, to execute this in flawless, perfect, freaking just woo-saw locomotion of smooth freaking infinity and beyondness, like, you really have to have great hand-eye coordination. If you don't have it, it is really hard. Like, I mean, even like you got to be, I mean, it's like anything, you know, if you do it enough times, eventually you really start, you know, getting the hang of it. You start really being able to just kind of like riding a bike. Once you learn how to ride it, you're pretty good on two wheels, you know, like, it's that kind of vibe. But still, depending on the song, depending on what you're attempting to achieve, like, sometimes you still, like, you know, getting your feet and your hands and everything to just always be completely the way you want it, depending on the complexity of the beat. You know, as you get, like I said, once you get really good at what you're doing, it's effortless, it's easy. But, you know, early days, like, yeah, sometimes just getting that kick and that snare and just keeping your hand-eye coordination, everything in rhythm, to keep it just like once just completely on beat, it can sometimes get a little bit like, oh my gosh, what the hell, what am I doing? This don't sound good. You're like, oh, Lord have mercy, please someone save me. But it's like anything, practice makes perfect, and that's more than just a cool saying, it's just a fact of life. So anyways, let's let her bring it home.
Sensational.
You know, one of the hardest things, you know, when you're playing the drums is knowing what sound is the right sound for what you're wanting to do at that moment. You know, there's each drum, part, it's just like keys on a piano, there's different chords, each of them have a different sound, so like know when to hit the hi-hat, hit the snare, know when to try to make that cowbell sound, there's all these different types of sounds, even just clicking the sticks together, they all play a different part in a song, and they help emphasize the story that you're attempting to tell whilst you're playing that song. You got your highs, you got your lows, you got your more exciting parts, you got your parts where you want to just slow it down and keep people more, just relaxed. As a drummer, you have to understand that. You got to understand, the right amount of pressure. There's a difference between hitting the snare full throttle and just gently hitting it. There's a difference in all the parts of the drum kit. Each of those pieces has a different tonality, and that tonality changes based on pressure, whether it's harder, whether it's softer. It all changes. If you take your your cymbal and things, if you're hitting it but you've got your fingers on it, that can also change the sound, change the frequency. It's all just relevant. You have to know all of that. And whilst you're understanding all of that aspect, timing is so important. You have to be able to keep the time. The drummer has a very important part in a group, because usually it's the drummer that everyone else is following, right? Makes sense, right? The drummer's got the beat. You got your kick, you got your snare, you got your hi-hat, you got everything going on. It's the drummer that sets the pace, if you will, for the entire band's performance. And if the drummer isn't drumming properly, if the drummer loses time, if the drummer is freaking having a bad day or can't hear themselves properly in the monitors, all these aspects can affect whether or not the band on the whole does good, because everyone's following the drummer. Usually the drummer would most likely be the one also where, like, so we've got like a metronome, like a kind of like a click thing, like a tick, 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 tick. So a lot of drummers might even have that playing so that everything stays nice and tight, completely on beat. So they'll have and that sound is consistent because it's digital, it's electric, it's something that won't lose time, and everyone in the band, feels more comfortable that yes, what we're doing is definitely on point, because the timing is what we're all following here, which the drummer, has the big job of making sure that everyone does. Because again, as that click goes, the drummer's doing his thing. Now, and don't get me wrong, there's some shows where there might be a drummer that's just freaking raw and live and just doing their thing, and everyone's just having a jam session, and maybe they don't have a click, maybe they don't have that going, but from my experience in the bands I've been in, and my experiences, we've always had a metronome kind of, like a 2, 3, 4, just that click that everyone follows. Everyone syncs to that. That's what we're really syncing to. But, the drummer is the one who emphasizes that said sound, right? So it's really cool, man. Like, just the importance of, Paulina, her job is so important. To see her excel in that, and to be able to take it to the next level, to be able to make sure that she is executing it at a level where everyone else is going to be able to appreciate and respect her leadership in this. Because again, it's kind of funny, in a rock group, of course the lead vocalist, the front man, if you will, the person in front always is going to get kind of the limelight. They're always going to get the most love, generally speaking, because they're right front center with the microphone, controlling basically the energy levels through connection, from a vocal aspect, which people respond to. You do call and response and things like that, but vocally, it's the person in the front that the lights are shining the brightest on. Everyone else, sometimes, unfortunately, depending on the band, really gets lost in the background of everything. Now it depends on the drummer, don't get me wrong, because there's been some great drummers in history that they command the audience, they command the group, and you really get a feel of that. You see them front and center. They actually make the staging to emphasize that the drummer is a big deal, and the drummer's drum kit and the way that they're positioned on the stage helps you to understand that they run in the show. You know what I mean? There's drummers like that. There's rock bands like that where the drummer is just freaking crazy dope. When I lived in Japan, so in Japan they've got a rock group, and I don't know, what was his name? Hideki? I think his name's Hideki, and the group's name is X Japan, like X, literally X Japan, and they were the biggest, just most well-known rock group of all time from Japan, I would say. As far as they're the big dogs of rock. They're Japan's freaking, if you were thinking of iconic rock bands of the world, Metallica and those big type of names, they're iconic in Japan, right? The drummer, I think his name was Hideki, I'm pretty sure. Toshi was one of the vocalists, who I think did he pass away? One of them passed away, unfortunately. They got a really interesting story, and there is some sad parts to their story. But anyways, what I'm getting at is that depending on the band, the drummer does get the love they deserve. Now, I love the warning so far, because one of the things I do love is I feel like they all three are bringing it. It's kind of like a championship basketball team, right? Where you've got your Jordan. Imagine a dream team. Let's take another step. Let's imagine, what would your dream team look like, right? Imagine having Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan deciding they're going to start a team together. That's what you get with the warning. You've got the three dream team, they feel like we're all starting guards. We're all the point guards. We're all freaking varsity. We're all freaking all-stars. We are dope, and we know it. We own it. We put in the hard work. We put in the effort. And this is that mentality that I see starting to develop in these older videos, right? Because we see the finished product, so we know that they have that freaking absolute reality in their life because we've seen it, right? But seeing these videos is seeing how they got to that freaking status, and it's obvious in this video. She looks like, hell yeah, I'm badass. Oh my gosh, and I'm enjoying this. When you go back and watch old videos, it really makes you appreciate the new stuff that much more, especially if you're a fan. And this journey has so far been absolutely incredible. It has not disappointed, and I just keep looking forward to the next one. If you're looking forward to the next one too, I think maybe you might just want to go ahead and click that subscribe button, and maybe give me a like, give me a comment, and yeah, we can all look forward together. But I understand some of you guys, maybe the warning isn't your thing, maybe mornings aren't your thing. I don't know, maybe you're one of those people who just very picky about a lot of things. And if that's you, that's fine. I'm not hating on. In fact, I'm encouraging you to go ahead and put in your own reaction requests. You can request whatever you want. The link is in the description. Put your reaction requests in. Go to offtap.life. Go there. Put your reaction request in. I'll make it happen for you. That's right. That's right. Share the playlist of your life with all of your family. Don't be selfish. Don't be one of those people. Do not be one of those people. That's not nice. I don't think that's nice at all. So, sharing is caring. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm enjoying it. And guys, again, season's greetings. We're in the... Gosh, I can't believe I was about to say that. I haven't even reacted to this song. I don't think I will. I'm kind of late to the party anyways, but there's a song by KSI. Some of you guys probably know KSI. He's a pretty big YouTuber. Turned also rapper now. And he's got some songs that chart for various reasons. mainly when you have a good audience to support you, you know, your fans that you got 20 million subscribers and things like that, you know, you can tend to get a good following, which helps. Because he has a song called The Thick of It. And I was, for some reason, about to say, yeah, in the thick of it. I don't know why, freaking hell. Which is funny, because I haven't reacted to that song yet. But unfortunately, it's one of those songs where it's become a meme. So if you're on YouTube long enough, you're going to bump into it somewhere, you know, even if you're not meaning to bump into it. Someone's doing a parody to it, a joke to it, or something. You know, it's become a meme. It really has. Anywho, I don't know why we're talking about that. You've got my point. So let's just go ahead and end this video. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, remember to unfool keep it off tap, out.
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!